What is up, YouTube? It is Ghost Jason. Hope all is well on your end. Today's reaction video, we're going to be reacting to some Nuke Top 5. Nuke Top 5 is mainly centered on ghost stories, and because Halloween's around the corner, why not get in on the action? We're also going to turn off all of the lights to make things a little extra scary. If y'all want more scary, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Alright, here go the lights. Alright, here we are with Nuke Top 5.
Dean Bull Davis, who lives on the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve in Alberta, Canada, is relaxing at home one evening with her family. Suddenly, they begin to hear strange sounds coming from the dense thicket of bushes in their backyard. But they don't see anything there. What happens next is truly creepy. Donine and her family all hear the same spine-chilling sound of a raspy little voice coming from somewhere in their backyard. The voice just doesn't sound normal, and then things really start to get weird.
Oh, come out so I can see you. Come out.
They never really question anyone else around, or it's just those two?
Come out. Come, DJ. Come on out. Come
Yeah, but we
on.
can't see you, fucker.
Hey, just f off. What's wrong with you?
Huh? What?
The creepy voice seems to mock the family, mimicking what they say and eerily laughing at them while hiding in the bushes. But believe it or not, the situation takes an even more terrifying turn.
Come on out. Why not? Yeah, come on out.
Be your face.
Come on. Come on out. Dude, it's leave.
This is the equivalent to internet trolling. I am not gonna lie to you. They are never gonna come out of those bushes.
Yeah, no problem.
Whatever is hiding in the bushes now asks, "Wanna play?" And with that, the family has now just had enough. They call the local police to their house, and Donine shows them the footage that she has recorded. The officers scout through the bushes, looking for the threatening stranger. One of the officers also hears the raspy little voice mocking him. But even though he says the voice sounds right next to him, he says he didn't see anyone in the bushes. Donine says that to this day, this disturbing event remains unexplained. Many video commenters believe that this could be some kind of creature roaming the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve. But what do you think this creepy voice could be?
It's definitely a creature, all right.
Among Nuke's top 5 viewers, Savannah Escoto says that she had a very strange experience when she took her 4-year-old daughter Isabella to visit her brother's grave at the San Fernando Cemetery in San Antonio, Texas.
Aww.
What is it? Come here. Why don't you want to go sit down over there?
I'm scared.
You're scared of what?
What is the shadow?
What girl shadow?
What's that? Tiny tree.
Behind the tree?
Yeah.
Little Isabella says that she sees, quote, a girl shadow behind a tree in the cemetery and comes hurrying back to her mom. When Savannah turns her camera toward the tree, she catches what appears to be a face from behind the tree.
Yeah, that's a
The
face.
face seems to be translucent, as cars passing on the road behind can be seen right through it. So is this the girl shadow that little Isabella was afraid of? Her mom, Savannah, isn't
Definitely
sure
see the
what to
eyes.
think of this creepy experience, and she has no idea who or what this is.
I do have one ghost story. So I was on a cruise on one of the Disney cruise ships when I was a teenager, and when you're from like a little kid all the way up to a teenager, they have clubs for certain types of kids. Like I was in the teen club, I was a teen, I was in the teen club, and one of the late night activities they had was ghost hunting. So the crew of the teens club gathered us all over to one of the forward balconies, and we were talking to, according to the head counselor there, a ghost that was in her late teens and fell off the ship. Not the ship, a ship. That's essentially what I heard, but they did bring out like this sort of like ghost detecting machine, and when you ask it a question, it would just flash like I think it was like a green button of some sort. I don't know. It's very vague in my memory. I do remember doing that event. But while we're at it, feel free to let me know what your ghost encounter was in the comments down below.
This next creepy video was shared on the popular Spanish language podcast Paranormal by guest and paranormal investigator Antonio Zamudio. On the podcast, Antonio tells the story of Augusto, an 11-year-old boy who started behaving very oddly after buying a strange-looking doll at a garage sale. The little boy became obsessed with the toy, staying up all night and talking to the little doll. After hearing unexplained voices in their house, Augusto's mother had had enough. She threw the doll away. But the doll mysteriously reappeared 3 days later at their home, lying at the foot of Augusto's bed. Paranormal investigator Antonio sets out to help the family and installs several static cameras throughout the home. The doll is placed in the hallway just outside the little boy's bedroom as he goes to sleep. The static camera recording the hallway catches something downright chilling.
It just moves from a wall to the staircase?
Soon after the boy falls asleep, the doll begins to move and then seems to actually run to the 11-year-old's bedroom. Antonio and the family are shocked when they watch the footage. The investigator decides to take the doll from the family and has kept it locked away at his home ever since. So could the doll be possessed by a spirit? Or just what do you think happened here? Let me know.
And it bothered never breaking through the glass like Chucky.
This next strange video was recorded by a CCTV camera in a horse stable, but the location of the stable and the original source of the footage are unknown. The video shows a horse in its stall, relaxed and peaceful. But around 2:39 a.m., there's an odd dark flash across the CCTV camera. And then all hell breaks loose.
What did the Hans do? You idiot! And that horse went flying.
Something unknown disturbs the horse so much that it panics and actually breaks right through its stall. But that's not all, because as the horse roams loose in the stable, what happens next is truly bizarre.
Escaped horse? Is he like resting on the gate? Is he stuck?
The horse lingers at a different stall, disturbing one of the other horses as it kicks and makes panic noises. The horse then seems to angrily attempt to leap over into the other stall with that horse. The stable owner says that this incident is one of the weirdest things he's ever experienced with one of his horses. Now, this video was shared to TikTok, and comments mentioned that the culprit might be Jen. as apparently it is said that jinns will often torment horses. And there was also that odd dark flicker in the camera footage. So, paranormal or not. Really, without a source, we'll never know what happened here. And maybe this horse just randomly lost its damn mind. Taxi driver Jarek from Baguio, Philippines is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the side of the road who needs a lift. What happens next is something he'll never forget.
See it.
Saan po kay ma'am? Scott Barrio? Sige po. Wala.
He's gone.
Diyos ko po. Wala. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah. Ay, Wala. Wala. Multo yung nasakay ko. Diyos ko. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina, pero bakit nawala? Scout Barrio sabi. May sumakay kanina, wala.
What's going on? Okay, she stopped you there.
We can see the taxi door open and close, and Jarek swears a woman wearing a long white and purple dress stepped into his taxi, requesting to be taken to Scout Barrio, a neighborhood in the city. After a short drive, he looks into his rearview mirror to discover that there's no woman in his car. She has disappeared. He's baffled and looks around the back seat in startled disbelief. Jarek says he was tired and never got a good look at the woman's face, but he's certain a woman got in his car.
I mean, when you look at the fact that the door opened and closed, that's something to, like, think, what the hell just happened? I have no idea, dude.
Nuke's top 5-year Raul Garcia Ogando reached out to me about something that his son caught on camera while exploring an old mine in El Paso, Texas. Did you see it? As Raul's son pans the camera, someone or something can be seen hiding in the darkness.
Oh,
of the cave.
Lord.
Raul explains in his email that he didn't see anything at the time and didn't notice the figure until they looked back at their videos later.
That is a figure.
Nuke's top 5 viewer Carlo reached out to me about a strange video recorded by his sister Grace during a trip to Morocco. Grace and her husband are at the Riyadh Laroussa Hotel in Fez, Morocco. Grace decides to take a video of the beautiful 17th century palace-style interior. What happens next is truly bizarre.
This is the door going inside. And then this is going outside. We're now heading to the...
There's the mirror.
Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry.
Wait, what?
A man appears out of nowhere,
Yeah,
startling
that.
Grace so much that she apologizes for almost walking into him.
Oh, there it is.
I thought that was the husband or the boyfriend. Whatever he is.
Oh, sorry.
Now, here's where it gets weird. When taking a closer look at the footage, Grace and her husband can clearly be seen in the reflection of a mirror hanging on the wall in front of them. But
Yeah.
there's no man. Then in a split second, the man appears right in front of her, standing quietly. Grace then turns towards the exit, and we see her reflection again in a different wall mirror. But again, the standing man is not there. She
Unless the
turns
door is
around and
blocking
the
it.
man is gone. Now, finally, perhaps this is just normal camera blur, but when taking a close look at the man's face in the video, something just doesn't look quite right. But you decide on this.
There's hardly any
So
face.
the great popular Jordanian paranormal investigator Hassan Barbar is exploring an abandoned location somewhere in the middle of nowhere, when suddenly he hears the sound of his car alarm going off in the distance.
سيارتي بتزمر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
What's the car alarm doing?
Now, obviously, Hassan wants to know what triggered the car alarm, and he heads back to check it out. What happens next was all captured live on Snapchat.
والله أنا خايف يكون ورا السيارة ويهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله أنا خايف يكون ورا السيارة ويهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
What the? Alright, there's just a straight up figure that just popped out of the man's vehicle or off the side of the vehicle. And nothing else happened? He's just like fainted onto the ground?
Something jumps out at Hassan, absolutely scaring the shit out of him. He eventually regains his composure, but when he looks around the car, he finds nothing and no one.
أنا شفت حدا هون.
Oh, we all did.
Unfortunately for Hassan, this isn't the end.
بس يا رب هو يكون. طب خليني السيارة تشتغل يعني.
Car runs.
إيه؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء. هي.
Just ran on its own.
هاي في طبع عيدين اخوانا وكلبه وما بعرف. بسم الله. السيارة شغالة يا اخوان. لا اله الا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hassan's car seems to just drive away on its own, eventually coming to a stop a little way down the road. Hassan is shocked by the bizarre experience as he once again finds no one in or around his car. The investigator has had enough. He ends his live stream and drives home, presumably wanting to be sure that his car doesn't just drive home without him.
Nah, dude, you were just better off just running back home where you came from after that. You mean telling me that shadowy figure in like a robe or something that just scares the shit out of you and the car just leaves, like, does like a 30-foot drive? The hell's going on over there?
Restaurant employee Nikki works at Ozone Pizza, located in the old abandoned and restored Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola, Florida. The hospital was built way back in 1915, and except for the pizza restaurant, the large structure is mostly empty. It's said that the old hospital is haunted by former patients and the ghosts of nuns who worked there. It's 11:30 at night and Nikki decides to go on a walk around the hospital with his co-workers after their shift.
Must have got the
That's when
restaurant
the group
location for
spots
cheap.
Something very creepy.
You see it? It had arms. No, those are arms.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a real person.
No,
That's
those
a
are arms
silhouette.
now. No, those are arms. No, those are arms. No, no. I don't care. Those are arms.
She has the gun hat on, I see it! That's f***ing orange!
The building is completely empty, yet someone can be seen standing behind a window. The group freaks out and have no idea who or what it could be. Nicky and his friends believe that the creepy apparition might belong to one of the nuns who used to work in the hospital. And a close-up of their capture does indeed look a bit like a thin woman
Yeah.
to be dressed in a nun's habit. But again I ask, what do you think this is?
I mean, if you saw the uniform in the video, in the photo, it definitely looks like one of the nuns. Also, the fact that the woman is very, very skinny. Like in this picture, I only saw like one arm, but there was another photo. This photo right here, this looks so thin.
The dark thing in the basement.
Not the
TikTok user
basement.
Will Graves is home alone when he starts to hear the disturbing sound of someone walking around in his basement. Now, Will believes his house to be haunted, so he starts recording and cautiously.
Hang on a second.
Now,
This is some big earlobes, my boy. God damn, dude. Who are you trying to impress? Look at that, dude. I could dunk a basketball in those earlobes. God damn.
house to be haunted, so he starts recording and cautiously heads downstairs to check it out.
Okay, TikTok. So, my power is out at the moment in the basement. And I swear, I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but
Huh?
I don't know exactly.
Is it that?
Did you see it?
Was it
As
that?
Will walks downstairs into his basement, someone can be seen standing inside his bathtub, weirdly just facing the wall. When Will looks back into the bathroom about 30 seconds later, the figure has completely disappeared. Will says that he's done several paranormal investigations at his local cemetery, and he believes something might have followed him home. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Just by telling how different shades of black are faced, it may have just been like the silhouette of a human. Because if you look in the video, you can tell like there's like different like shades of black and gray all around that bathtub.
Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
But you definitely see the silhouette of like a shirt and then pants and then the head. So it may have been a spirit. Maybe it's just like the shades of black and gray. Alright, I think it's about time we end it off here. If you guys want to see more scary story from Nuke's Top 5, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Let's turn on the lights